Just a quick update video with the cows. We got some more rain last night. I didn't measure how much. The ground is super muddy. It's like I'm in a marsh. Giving them 3 posts. They got 2 posts last night, so there's 2 more posts left. So we'll move them, I guess, Sunday morning to a new row or thereabouts. I saw a fascinating video just now, and I'm thinking about what he said. Been at Grazing 365. And if I sound out of breath, it's because my asthma's kicking in and I have a cough and I'm just not doing well right now. Anyway, the point he was trying to make was that if you don't graze the weeds down and put some pressure on them, then they're going to come back stronger. And he's citing his experience, his research, and the experiments that he's done. And I have no reason to doubt that what he says is true. But I'm taking a slightly different approach, maybe because I'm naive, or maybe because my pasture is different. So he's in central Arkansas. I'm in northeast Texas. I haven't looked at a map, but I imagine we're at somewhat similar latitudes. Longitudes or latitudes? Probably latitudes. We're at the same degree north of the equator, more or less. So we have similar weather. And I don't have the weed problems he has. So maybe somebody killed all the weeds in the past, or maybe they just don't grow in this part of the country. Maybe that's a benefit of being in northeast Texas versus central Arkansas. But my philosophy right now, still a beginner at this. I'm not trying to do something super complicated. All I do is try to graze the grass, not too much. So I'm just trying to keep the grass growing. My thought is that if I can get the grass strong, then the weeds won't matter, right? And so far this year that's been true, but I could just be looking out because it is the beginning of the year, and everybody can graze in April and May. It's what happens during the summertime when you don't have as much grass as you do right now. So anyway, that's kind of my philosophy right now. So I don't know what you call this. This is definitely not total grazing. They touched about 80% of the grass once. They trampled the rest. There's still grass standing in the air. There's a little bit left. The sheep are going to come by probably about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and they're going to, they like the milkweed. They go for the milkweed first. They bite the flowers off the head, and then they munch on the leaves. The cows, they don't like it as much. So the sheep are there, the multi-species grazing. The idea is that the sheep will eat things that the cows won't. I don't know if the cows will eat things the sheep won't, but different pressure on different plants based on different preferences, Now, if I were going to get a bunch of weeds like this year, if I leave the grass long like this and I get a bunch of goatweed, well, then I'm going to declare that the goatweed experiment is a bust. So I have to come up with a new strategy to deal with the goatweed. Based on my research, limited research, goatweed doesn't grow. It can't germinate unless it gets direct sunlight in June and July. So if I keep the grass long, so those goatweed seeds down on the ground never see sunlight, then they shouldn't do so well. Now that said, last year with the goatweed, in some of the areas where the goatweed was super thick, I had lots of good grass, to the point where I felt that if you just got rid of the goatweed, just waved a magic wand and all the goatweed disappeared, my pasture would look pretty dang good. But you can't see the grass because of the goatweed, because the goatweed's at a different level. I also believe that because of the goatweed, we had better growth last year. So maybe getting rid of goatweed, if I don't get goatweed this year, we might be hurt by the heat and the drought that inevitably comes at the end of summer as the sun bakes the soil, right? Now hopefully the sunlight's not going to hit the soil. They keep the grass long enough. But really, this operation is about getting the grass to grow. Right now, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not too concerned about the weeds. Let the weeds do whatever they want. If there is a noxious weed that takes over my pasture, then I have to find something else to do about it, but so far that hasn't been the case. So anyway, you guys can follow along, see what happens. I'll try to take regular videos every day, twice a day, to show you the cows, the condition of the cows, and the condition of the soil and the plants. Have a great day, everybody. Take care and bye-bye.